Hello? Somebody there?
The swamp is my world. It is who I am. It is what I am. I was once a man. I know the evil men do. Do not bring your evil here. I warn you. Beware the wrath of Swamp Thing.
Take a good look, my friends of Oma. Take a real good look at this swamp of yours. I am proposing to build a recycling factory for the poisons of a consuming society that is hell-bent on convenience and just a little nearsighted on ecology.
Drowning in bull dung.
Mr. LaRouche, where are you planning to build this factory?
Well, y'all know that my family owns a fair-sized piece of land on the other side of the swamp here. I wanted to build something that was going to have purpose.
But won't a factory, even one that's a recycling plant, pollute the area?
No more than this windbag.
Well, now that's a point well taken. I have brought along this brilliant young ecologist. Annie, step on up here and talk to these people. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ann Fisk.
Hi, everybody. First of all, let me say that...
Ann Fisk, it can't be. And yet I remember a long time ago at the university.
No, I know you all are sweating out your final exams. I just hope you realize how lucky you are to be in school when you are. You know, I think genetics is the most incredible scientific frontier that there is. It's the perfect science, possibly the answers to all of mankind's problems. The challenge is there. Not unlike trying to find real food in this cafeteria.
I don't know about that, Dr. Holland.
What do you mean? You tell me, like the food here?
No. Actually, I was talking about what you said about genetics being the perfect science.
Yes?
Well, what about the potential abuses of gene exploration?
What about them?
Well, it's true that we may find important answers. I wonder if we're ready to deal with the moral questions.
Moral questions. I think the only answer to that is something that Abraham Lincoln said. That in our quest for knowledge, we should let ourselves be guided by the better angels of our nature.
There's a body over there.
The accident seems easy to explain. The man appears to have slipped in the water and banged his head as he fell.
Sounds like a routine drowning.
It does at first, yes.
Oh, my God. There are enough lethal chemicals in this man's lungs to kill an elephant.
Exactly.
This is very alarming information, Carter. Somebody's obviously been dumping industrial waste into that swamp. Has this been going on long?
Not to my knowledge.
Well, that doesn't really encompass all that much, does it, Doctor? You satisfied, LaRoche? All this grandstanding of yours for a can-crushing factory. Before you even break ground, you've got a dead man in an even deadlier swamp.
Did you sit on something sharp this morning, son? Because you got one awful disposition.
My attitude about this venture is no secret. The more development we have in this town...
The less important you are. Isn't that what this is about, Doctor?
As a matter of fact, no. If you hadn't pursued this whim of yours, no one would have been in the swamp surveying for your kingdom, and a man might not have died today.
I'd like to keep the specifics of the death quiet for the time being, until I can run some tests myself.
That isn't going to sit well with the people here, Doctor.
Better they be annoyed than panic-stricken, don't you think?
I think it's an excellent idea. In fact, you can use my lab for the testing.
You're a strange bird, Arcane. Slapping us one minute, caressing us the next.
There's very little here I want to caress, LaRoche. I just know how badly things can get bungled around here. If the work's conducted at my lab, at least I have the satisfaction of knowing something was done well. Good day to you.
be so opposed to building a recycling plant?
Nah, he's a fairly notorious character around here. Doing good for people seems to give him highs.
Hello? Someone there? I know you're out here, so let's stop playing games, all right?
I mean you no harm.
Who are you?
A friend.
My friends don't usually creep around in the dark. Step out where I can see you.
I can't do that.
So I'm supposed to stand here having a one-sided conversation with a strange voice, right?
I apologize if my voice frightened you.
What do you want?
I must warn you. There are those who would destroy this town and this swamp.
Who?
Trust no one.
What do you mean? Still there?
Life under a microscope. All those little protozoa writhing and coiling, wrapping cilia around cilia in an organismic frenzy. Dirty little devils. Ever wonder if someone's looking at you through a microscope?
More than you know.
I must admit, I admire your spunk, Dr. Fisk. One has to be quite devoted to spend a night in that mosquito sauna.
It was actually quite nice.
Really? What, did you commune with nature? Flirt with the fauna? Fondle the flora?
Mostly I just filled test tubes with mud.
Oh, interesting. Well, you tell me more. I want to hear all about your little adventure.
It really wasn't much of an adventure, Doctor.
Oh, Anne, please. Call me Anton.
All right, Anton. I did have an interesting dream, though. At least I think it was a dream. It felt like that this morning, but last night it felt real. Someone in the swamp, just a voice actually, spoke to me.
I see.
It was also strange. He said he wanted to warn me of trouble.
Oh, the Phantom of the Swamp. I shouldn't take too much notice of him if I was you. He's just a man without both oars in the water.
You know him? You've seen him?
I knew him well. He was a brilliant scientist at one time, and then one day it all became too much for him, and he changed. Now he lives in the swamp. Between you and me, he thinks he is the swamp.
Excuse me, Dr. Arcane. These preliminary results just came in on Dr. Fisk's samples.
Now, I've heard all the same rumors you have. Dr. Fisk will separate those rumors from the facts.
Unfortunately, the facts are not good. Parts of the swamp have been contaminated so severely that both plant and animal life are threatened, and that threat is spreading. Look, I know how you feel, but we've got to turn our fear into constructive ideas on how to save Huma.
If I may. Folks, this is a terrible thing that's happened to us. I say us because we're all in this together. Now, obviously, I will not be able to build my recycling plant on that land that I purchased adjacent to the swamp. When word of this contamination gets out, that land, as well as your land, is going to be useless for years to come. But life has been good to me, and I am not about to stand by and see you suffer financially. So here today, I am offering to pay you top dollar for any of your land that is adjacent to the swamp.
What a conniving, manipulative sham. You are my kind of con man, Carter. Never before have I witnessed such skill of deception. Aside from myself, of course. I was truly impressed.
Well, I never could have done it without your fine performance.
Oh, that was nothing. For reasons that escape me, this town naturally endorses anything I oppose. To power and profit for us both.
To a partnership the devil would envy.
My play in the spray would be the most lucrative development anyone has ever seen.
Hello? Are you there? I want to talk to you.
I'm here.
Why don't you show yourself?
How would that make a difference?
Well, you're just a voice to me.
A voice is all I can ever be to you.
I know about you. Dr. Arcane says you're insane, perhaps dangerous. I don't know why, but I don't believe him.
It's wise not to believe everything Arcane says.
So I should also discount his theory that you're to blame for the contamination?
Perhaps you should look closer to home.
Closer to home? You don't mean Carter LaRoche?
Yes.
No way. Carter's a philanthropist who wants to better the world, not destroy it.
LaRoche and Arcane are the same beast. They want the same things.
But they hate each other, don't they?
This world I live in is a fair jury to those who enter it. Lure Arcane and LaRoche to the swamp for one night. And if they're innocent, they'll sleep well. And if they're not, justice will be done.
I saved this bottle of Chardonnay for you, Titania. It's an excellent vintage. I hope you're pleased. You are pleased, aren't you, my love? No more than I assure you. And how, when nature calls thee to be gone, thy unused beauty must be tuned with thee. Here's to us, my love.
All right, we got a problem.
Not the least of which are your bad manners. Never enter my domain without calling first.
Oh, shut up, you prissy little maggot. Now, I just talked to Ann. She's going back out there to run some more tests.
So, I'll just contaminate those samples like I did the rest, really, Carter. This paranoia is most unbecoming to you.
She's going to do it out there, in the swamp. Now, how are you going to contaminate those samples if you're not out there with her?
Spending the night in the swamp with Dr. Fisk. A sacrifice I think I can make in the name of science.
Yeah. Well, you just get hold of your hormones, son, because I'm going out there, too.
What the hell's that?
Yep. More slides, gotta come right here.
Carter, what the hell's wrong with you?
Worms.
Worms? Where?
Everywhere. Big, ugly worms. They're all over me.
Well, they're gone now.
I gotta wash up.
Roche, a word of you. You never told me you were going to drain the swamp. You said flood, make fuller, more lush.
Think, Arcane. Now, who is going to come to a pleasure park that's located next to a mosquito farm?
You cannot drain the swamp. There could be repercussions of another dimension.
Oh, you're telling me that Mother Nature is going to get me?
I'm urging you to reconsider. It'll be more than just bloody worms you're seeing.
You're a fruit creek, Arcane.
Good luck, Carter. I'll leave you to deal with him alone.
Him? Him who? And where the hell are you going?
Back to civilization.
What about the samples?
Contaminate them yourself.
Where's he going?
He forgot something back at the lab.
Well, I have good news. All of the samples I've tested so far have come up clean.
Well, that's great, honey. Hey, but you know we can't be too sure. Let's keep working.
Eddie! You can't be mistaken! Eddie, where are you? Eddie! Eddie? Eddie? Eddie, where are you? What's happening?
You killed me, LaRoche. Now you're trying to kill the swamp. Say it. Say it or die. Say it or die. Say it or die. Say it or die. 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 Die.
Carter?
Help me. I confess. I did it. Make him leave me alone. I killed him. Keep him away from me. Play in the spray. Play in the spray. My beautiful play in the spray. Have you been to play?
My fellow citizens of humor, as I tried to warn you before, Carter Sinclair LaRoche was nothing but a fraud.
Are you going to take me to play in the spray?
Out to destroy your town, your livelihood, and the swamp. It now gives me great pleasure to perform one final act associated with this lunatic.
Obviously, you're a hero to them now.
Yes, they do, don't they? What a bunch of wallies. Jolly good.
You slept well.
Like a rock. It's more than I could say for some people.
I told you the guilty would receive a fair verdict.
So you did. There's only one thing I'm puzzled about, though. You said Arcane was in this, too. Why didn't the swamp come after him? Is it possible he had a genuine change of heart?
Not really. But I suppose this once he might have been influenced by the better angels of his nature.
I suppose. Well, thank you for all your help, and I won't forget you, whoever you are.
That in our quest for knowledge, we should let ourselves be guided by the better angels of our nature.
Dr.